went to Chicago that one weekend, and then I came back, but you guys didn't know that I was home. So I'm sitting up in my room, and I get this picture, this Snapchat from you, and this picture of my house being T-pit, and I look out the window, and you guys are sitting out there laughing and, you know, throwing the toilet paper. I'm like, you know I'm here, right? And then so I run outside and, like, in my underwear, and we're standing there. You guys were out there like having a blast, and then I come out and you guys are just like, it was just, I just really remember that. It's really, you guys really brought me in at that moment right there. Yeah, that night race, we drove up there, everything was all dark. And I remember that was another time where the team really felt like together. You know, we ran together as varsity and JV. It wasn't a split team. And the gun goes off, everyone shoots off, and I was running with Ray, that kind of pack running thing. Even though it's just the two of us, really kind of, I realized that, like, that's the way to go. And then just the whole season, I had a great time. Not only was it just training for my track season, but also it was getting to know this great group of guys that I'm gonna have memories with that I'll have for the rest of my life. So that was awesome. Yeah.
When we got to sectionals, like, right away the team dynamic was like super great, like super positive. Leo was like the most calm and most like happy I'd seen him since the night race. If Leo has this mentality, like we're unbeatable. Saw Will beat that Wisco guy at the finish, like just by like a quarter of a second. So I thought that was a really good sign. But I couldn't really concentrate at all. I kept walking over to Dom and waiting because I knew he'd figure it out first. And I was just waiting there for the results. I like looked over his shoulder and I saw Port first, and then Wisco, and then Shorewood. And I just walked away. I didn't really know I didn't know what to feel. Like, I wasn't immediately sad. I just was like, wait, that's not how it's supposed to be. Like, that's not how it's supposed to go. We all then like huddled up. Everybody was crying basically. Reed said that like he's still really proud of the team, and that this was like the best year he's ever had with any team, and like he'd rather have this happen than win state on a different team, which I 100% agree with. I went home that day feeling really proud of the team I'm on, even though it was a disappointing ending to the season.
So going into 9th grade, that summer I like ran with the team a little bit, but I really was not thinking I was gonna run because my main sport at the time was soccer, and I loved soccer. Some of the older guys caught wind of me leaning towards soccer and going to a few soccer practices. And Gus Pendleton, who was gonna be a senior that year, wrote me a handwritten letter and sent it through the mail. And I read it through a few times, and I just kind of realized what was so special about the cross country team, and how like 30 dudes somehow were best friends just through cross country. For sectionals this year, Dom and some of the other coaches and Reed definitely had a hand in there, decided to bring back the red and white checkerboards, and I was so happy. I was so excited. Like, I hadn't got this opportunity to race in that jersey and what it meant in so long. I've had that jersey in my meat bag since we switched jerseys 2 years ago. They were handing them out and asking if I needed one. I was like, nah man, I have 2 in my bag right now. I always saw the older boys that I really looked up to wearing these red jerseys, and I kind of wanted to be like them and to feel what they felt and like be in their shoes. We knew it meant a lot, that race, but it was just so much more important to me that we got to run as a team and we were there as a team. And it was just this incredible spectrum of the team, and I think that was evident to me because of the importance of the jersey that I was wearing, that I got to feel that the dynasty that came behind the red and white check. But at the end of that day, and every time I kind of think about this race, I understand that going to state was not really my goal for this season. Of course I wanted to be there and I figured we would be. But I kind of realized that my unconscious goal for the season was to continue on this legacy of the team. And so at the end of the day, I kind of went home happy knowing that the culture and the feeling of the team is the same. And I was just really happy to have 30 new homies.